You will cluck like a chicken. You will cluck like a chicken. Hi friends! This is a pretty cool toy, huh? So this is my latest find that I found over the weekends when I was visiting the Paradox Museum with my friends. Paradox Museum is actually a mind-bending kind of place where you go to take lots of photos and also to learn about the scientific principles behind the exhibits. So there are actually 14 locations worldwide, and Helsinki happens to be the latest one that they opened in March of 2025. So each museum has slight variations to the exhibits from what I was told by the staff there, and Stockholm was actually the first one was opened in 2022. So the exhibits are actually designed to challenge the senses and infuse the brain. At the same time, they help to spark curiosity as well. So it's not really a museum to me, it's more like a place you go to get experience around optical illusions, paradoxes, and also interactive exhibits. You get to interact with the exhibits and also take a lot of optical illusion photos. So it's definitely a very Instagrammable place to visit. It's also a great place to go on outings with your family and friends. I highly recommend going there on a weekend. There is an educational component to the exhibits as well. So each exhibit actually has a QR code nearby, and if you scan that QR code, it brings you to the web page where it explains to you about the principles of how this illusion works, and you'll get to learn about the science and psychology behind it. So some of the good and bad parts about the museum, for me, there are a lot of staff around, and they're very friendly. They help to explain the exhibits to you and you to explain about the instructions on how to interact with the exhibits. They also help to take photos for you, and I've also seen them going around quite often cleaning the exhibits, so it's definitely very hygienic. So the bad part about the museum is that it's relatively small, and we managed to finish the entire tour within an hour. And considering that it costs 23 euros, so it's definitely a cheap place as well. So the other disadvantage about the museum is that you have to buy your tickets in advance, and each ticket has a pre-allocated timing. So you have to pick the time slot and arrive there on time. As a bonus, if you go on certain days, they have this zero gravity experience, which you can pay an additional €250 for it. It's basically a room that spins rather slowly when you view it from the outside, but once you step into the room, the spinning of the room actually causes centrifugal forces to hold you towards the walls of the room. And this is actually strong enough that when the room rotates upside down, you will not fall off the walls. So I was goofing around and I tried lying down on the floor, and then I realized that I couldn't get up after that. So even when my friends would meet up, trying to pull me up, I still couldn't get back up on my feet, and I had to wait till the room flipped over and I managed to roll back onto my feet. So that was definitely quite hilarious. I could hear a lot of laughter from the audience, from the spectators outside of the room. Yeah, so definitely if you do drop by the museum, do try to experience the zero gravity room. It's definitely quite an interesting experience, and it doesn't really cost that much more on top of your ticket. Bye!